Welcome to the D Program Show. I'm your host, RMJR. I got a longtime partner of mine, straight up out of College Hill Courts, Chattanooga legend. Man, he wear many hats, many hats. Y'all know him as Maal The Pimp. I know him as Jamal Hicks. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on, MVP? What's up with you, man? I'm coolin', bro. Thank you for having me on the podcast, homie, for sure.
Hey, man, it's been a long time. Actually, man, you know, we go way back. When I first cracked it up, you was actually my first guest. We didn't do nothing with it, but you were my first guest.
Over at Coop the Beat Man house.
Exactly.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Whoo. Hey, man, most people know Maal The Pimp. Right. We want to get to know Jamal Hicks, the man.
Let's do it. What you want to know? Let's do it, bro.
All right. Based on a few of your songs, one song, Trouble, the song Crying Out Tears by Lil Kenny, rest in peace, Lil Kenny.
Right.
We see that you stand on principles.
Exactly. Definitely. Exactly.
So, first question. Name a couple principles that Jamal Hicks, aka Maal The Pimp, stand on.
I stand on what you call real nigga principles. What I mean by that, man, you know, my word is my bond. You know, my yes is my yes and my no is my no. I'm a man of my word. You get what I'm saying? And also following the real nigga principle is if I fuck with you, I fuck with you, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we got a real relationship. I'm there. I'm a phone call away. You know that. I'm just a phone call away if I deal with you. You know what I'm saying? And in terms from the street level shit, like all the homies who I got real bonds with, if you ever go to jail, I got you. As far as visits, money, and all that, you need me to go send something to your mama, take this to your girl, I do all that. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, it's just I'm a man of my word. And then most importantly, I stand on respect. I give respect out. If you pay attention, you look over the years, that's why you never see nobody disrespect me. You will never see that without no consequences. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you don't got a reason to disrespect me because I give respect out, and that's why I get it back. You follow what I'm saying? So I live on respect, I live on my word, and I live on being a real dude if I got a bond with you. You follow what I'm saying? Them are my principles that I stand on right there.
Okay. With that being said, those principles had to be instilled in you, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So who instilled those principles in you?
Well, from the beginning, initially, I got to give that to my parents, my mom and my dad. You feel me? My mom and my dad. My mom and my dad both instilled in me being a genuine person, keeping it real with your friends. You know what I'm saying? That's before I was even into the street life. My mom and my dad gave me principles. Then once you get into the neighborhood or the street life, you start realizing how to keep it real with those that keep it real with you. You follow what I'm saying? Like I never backstabbed one of my friends. Meaning never stole nothing from them, never set them up, never tried to fuck their girl, never did none of that. If you my homeboy, you follow what I'm saying? And that's where respect come in at, and being a man of your word, or being a man of morals. You follow what I'm saying? But it started with my parents, and then when I started running the streets, I applied those same principles to street level to the streets. You follow what I'm saying? And that's why my name has always been good in the streets because I stand on what I really am. I don't act like I'm something that I'm not. What you see is what you get with me. And the motherfucker know that who know me. They know that. You follow what I'm saying?
And see, a lot of people don't understand, like navigating through the West Side and also navigating through the music business.
Right.
The streets, period. You have to have true core values, and that had to be instilled in you. That's why I set up them first two questions.
Right. That's true, bro. And like, man, you know, I live on that. I'm a man before I'm a rapper, bro. You feel me? Those who know me as a man first, they can appreciate my lyrics and my music more because they know I'm real with it and I'm not lying about shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about nothing I ain't ever done or seen or been through. Everything I do is strictly to the code. It's to the code. And that's why my real core fans can appreciate my music because they know me as a person. Whether you know me from college, high school, the streets, or however, if you know me, you know me. Maal The Pimp and Jamal is the same person. You know Jamal if you knew me before the music. Maal The Pimp is the guy you see on TV. But behind the scenes, they're the same person. Like I don't have an image. I don't portray an image when I'm Maal The Pimp, but then when the camera's off, I turn back into Jamal. I'm the same person. It's not like no Superman and Clark Kent shit with me. It's the same person. You follow what I'm saying? People who know me, they know that. And that's where the respect level comes from with me.
So how do you, being that you 100 all the time, you ain't in no character, nothing.
None of that. None of
How
that.
do you deal in an industry full of characters?
Easy, because for one, you got to know the industry is full of characters. You follow what I'm saying? And you got to look at it like this, bro. Especially when I'm on the road traveling. If I meet somebody on the rap game shit, I can't expect them to keep it real with me. If you do, much love. But at the end of the day, you don't know me. We ran into each other in the airport. We made it connected after the show. You follow what I'm saying? We might have knew some of the same people, but however it go, at the end of the day, you don't owe me no realness. So I'd be dumb to try to hold you to that. You follow what I'm saying? So when I meet these rappers and I meet these industry people, these celebrity people, I don't look at them to keep it real with me. That way I'm never disappointed. You follow what I'm saying? Now you got those that do keep it real with you, and them the ones that stand out right there. You follow what I'm saying? Them the ones that stand out because they don't owe you that. You feel me? So when I'm dealing with a bunch of characters, I know what I'm dealing with. So I don't hold them to the same level as I would hold my homeboy to. You feel me?
I feel you.
Yeah.
So, like, based on your principles, I would suggest, well, guess or know that you hold your homeboys, your partners, your friends to be the same stand-up type of guy you is.
Yeah, because we the same dude. Meaning like, bro, if I say I'm finna come get you, you stuck and you need a ride, and I say I'm finna come get you, I'm finna come, bro. I ain't gonna tell you I'm gonna be there at 5:30, and then you call me at 5:30, I don't answer the phone, I know what the fuck you calling for. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fake right there, bro. I just could have told you, nigga, I ain't gonna come get you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So when I give you my word, bro, that's what it is. And if I do you like that, I expect the same out of you. If you my homeboy, you my dog, we came up together, it's a certain bond that we got. And each one of your friends are different. So each one of them, you know how they operate, you know what their ups and downs, what their characteristics are. But at the end of the day, it's still a real connection that you have. You follow what I'm saying? So my closest homeboys in the inner circle, it's a certain level of communication and respect that I expect out of them. And it's the same with me. I'm on the road 24/7, my nigga. But at the end of the day, when my homeboys call, I'm a phone call away, bro. I'm a phone call away. You follow what I'm saying? And I expect the same with them.
Yeah, I mean, I know that. I know that personally.
Right, right.
And then one thing is, what makes you different from people in our neighborhood? You was one of the first dudes to actually go, not just graduate from high school, but you took it to the college level.
Right.
So what growing up did your parents tell you to say, hey, or instill in you to let you know, hey, you need to, see what everybody else doing. Do this. What was told to you or instilled in you to make you know, hey man, I gotta do something different?
Hey, my mama I always told my mom, she always wanted me to at least graduate high school. You feel me? She wanted that. She wasn't really forcing college on me. She was happy if I wanted to go, but she wasn't forcing it on me. Her thing was at least graduate high school, at least do that. And I promised her that I would. Now, after my years of high school, I was running the streets, bro. I would get out of school, I would come straight to the west side, and we would do what we do and hang out late, but I would get up in the morning and still go to school. You follow what I'm saying? And then even a step further, when I got out of school, I'll come home and I did my homework first, bro. And people need to know shit like this. So all these niggas out here acting tough and acting like being educated is cool or having religion is cool, man. Don't let them niggas shit on you like that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. I used to get out of school, come do my work, and I still beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? With all that being said, I'll get out of school, come do my homework, and then run the streets after that. So I kept that promise of make sure I finish high school. And to be honest, college was nowhere in my mind frame. I was not thinking about that. My whole thing was right around my 12th grade year of high school is when I started rapping or taking it serious. I always knew how to do it, but that's when I took it serious. And when I came out with my first release, which was a cassette tape, I created a nice little buzz in the city with that. Made me a nice little piece of change, which could be considered a lot of money at that time. You follow what I'm saying? So I was feeling myself. I'm like, this is the route I need to choose right here. And then how college even came about. When I was in 11th grade, I was playing basketball, and we went to a basketball camp for the summer. When I was playing with City, Coach Higgins took us to a basketball camp for the summer. The basketball camp was at Middle Tennessee State University. You follow what I'm saying? So it was like a bunch of different teams from all over Tennessee that came to the campus for like maybe three or 4 weeks. We stayed in the dorms on campus and we played ball against each other like for all this time, like a little tournament and shit like that. So fast forward to 12th grade when I graduate, I'm like, damn, I might need to try college right there. The only campus I had ever been to was MTSU for basketball. So that's the only campus I had ever been to. So I'm like, damn, let me try that. Coincidentally, I'm doing music now. And coincidentally, they just happen to have the biggest recording program in the country. I'm like, damn, what kind of coincidence is that? I'm a rapper now, and they got the biggest recording program in the country, which teach you the business of how to learn the business of this industry about what you need to do and what you don't need to do. So I'm gonna go up here and take up a recording program. That's how college came about with me. You feel me? That was my own decision, but it just worked in my favor.
Okay. So once you got to MTSU, I noticed that over the years you kept, I think she's the dean now, you kept a close relationship with one of your professors.
Beverly Kill. That's my lady right there. Beverly Kill, yeah. Beverly Kill. That's my girl right there. That's my dog. Shout out to Miss Kill, man. When I first got to MTSU, she wasn't the dean. She taught me the class called Publicity in the Recording Industry. That's a class I took from her. Publicity in the Recording Industry. And I took the class and made an A, of course, you feel me? Made an A in the class once I graduated. But me and her we always kept a tight relationship. Cause I'm the type of motherfucker, like when I was, this is how I passed all my classes with a high grade, because when I came into the class, I was never looking at it like I'm trying to learn the information just so I can pass the test. I didn't really care about passing the test. I was trying to learn the information because I needed to know it. You feel me? Do that make sense? You feel me?
Makes perfect sense.
I made an F on the test as long as I kind of got an understanding of what was going on. You follow what I'm saying? So that was my whole thing, to come in and get understanding. And me coming in with that approach, I was able to soak up a bunch of knowledge. You follow what I'm saying? And then I started to realize that a lot of these classes that I'm taking, I'm doing this shit already outside the campus when I'm doing my music business. So really, I didn't have to study a lot. A lot of my studying was what I was already doing. You follow what I'm saying? So when I got her class, Publicity in the Recording Industry, that taught us about how important it was to market yourself, be on TV, do promotion of things like that, all kind of things that came under the term publicity. If you're an artist or you're in an entertainment game, publicity is what keeps you relevant. You got a lot of artists who haven't put an album out in 5 or 10 years, but the fact that they still on TV or they got talk shows, they still in the mix. The publicity is what's keeping them relevant. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that real quick. And I learned that from Beverly Kill. So we always kept a tight relationship. But she knew that I had a big buzz of music outside of college. She knew that. So we kept a nice bond. When I graduated, she stepped the game up and she actually became the dean of the recording industry program. You follow what I'm saying? And with that being said, a few years ago, she brought me back to the campus and I was a guest speaker for Alumni Week. I spoke to the whole recording industry program. I was a guest speaker. I let them pick my brain. They asked me questions and this and that. And I kind of schooled, it was like probably 300 students in there. And I'm sitting right here in the chair and all of them shooting questions at me. You know what I'm saying? Those are some cool little shit right there. But she set that up for me. So shout out to Miss Beverly Kill. That's my dog right there, man. That's my dog, yeah.
Cause I noticed you kept, like, I peeped the interview that y'all had. And one thing I'm gonna tell you on camera, cause I want to be real enough to just tell you this. A lot of the stuff that I learned about music and just preparation, honestly, I learned from you. I don't even know if you knew that.
No, I didn't, but I appreciate hearing that, bro. I appreciate hearing that, for real.
So while you was getting your schooling, it was like you was schooling me.
Cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man.
Cause man, hey, one of the things I never forget, rest in peace, Lil Kenny. That's how we actually met. Me, you. I don't know if you remember me, you, Mark J. We did a song for the first album I ever did.
Tango and Cash.
Yeah.
Tango and Cash, yeah.
West Wayne Boys.
Right.
And I never forget, me, Lil Kenny, and Mark J was standing on Lil Kenny back porch. And we was talking. And then we were talking about rap. I think we had just dropped our first song, West Side Story. And Kenny was like, man, y'all might need to do a song with Maal. I said, yeah. I said, I don't really know Maal like that. He said, man, I know Maal, man, blah, blah, blah. And about 3 minutes later, no lie, you pulled in You pulled in the one way going up the hill, going to the crib,
Right.
and he stopped you, and ever since then, it's been on.
Now, I honestly, I don't remember that story, but that sound accurate. So I know you ain't lying, Rolly. You know what I'm saying? And then back in the day, Mark J. Mama, Miss Kim, used to braid little Kenny hair. You follow what I'm saying? And Kenny turned me on her, so she started braiding my hair. You feel me? So Mark J. and Kenny was always kind of cool on the strength of that right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So true story, bro.
Yeah, that's actually how I found out when little Kenny passed. Mark J called me like around 2 or 3 that night, and I was like, man, but that's how me and you linked up through Lil Kenny.
Lil Kenny, rest in peace. Rest in peace. My dog right there. My nigga right there. I miss him for sure. I miss him, bro.
One thing I wanted to ask you too. I see you got your cooking game on.
You peep that, yeah.
Yeah, I see the chef Maal The Pimp.
You peep that, yeah. You peep that, yeah. Yeah, man. I just look like this, bro. You feel me? I'm a beast in that kitchen, bro.
So who taught Maal The Pimp how to whip them pots?
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I've been doing little shit, so I've been doing little shit, but my girl from New Orleans, right? So you know they got a whole nother recipe of shit down there.
Yeah, I see you with that New Orleans. You be on that jambalaya and all that.
I just made jambalaya the other day. I got something in the refrigerator right now. I just made jambalaya the other day. So she's from the NO, right? So she done gave me a lot of little indirect recipes and this and that. So a lot of shit came from her. Then a lot of it just came from me too, but a lot of it came from her. I can't even lie, bro. I can't even lie. So salute to her, salute BB. I can't even lie. That's where it came from.
Cause I was like,
I've been knowing shit now, but I stepped it up once she told me a bunch of little shit. You did what I'm saying? Yeah.
Cause I knew you lived in New Orleans. I was like, hold up, man. I was like, man, this man got some cuisine going on. And then you got your little archive on your page, Chef Maal The Pimp.
Right. Like, man, just let motherfuckers know, bro. Don't let the rapping fool you. Hear me? Y'all, hey, listen. You can book me for a concert, bro. You can book me the motherfucking K to your next event. Whichever one you want, dog. You feel me? Whichever one you want, man. We can do it like that. Yeah, for real, bro. Yeah.
Man. All right. So check this out. Being a stand-up dude, what do you like? You say your old lady, you say shout out, what you call her, BB?
Yeah.
Okay. As a man, a leader, what let you know, hey man, cause it's a tall task being called Maal The Pimp, and then you say, hey man, this me right here. What let you know she was the one?
Man, listen, it's a few things, bro, when it comes to women, because you know, I've been at one point, dog, let me say it. Like at one point, that song, Ludacris and Nate Dogg got area codes.
Yeah.
I could have been on that song, bro. You know what I'm saying? I could have been on that motherfucker either. Because that was me at one point. You dig? After a while, all us men, bro, like, you know, you got, just keep it real. You got hoes who you can fuck. Then you got females that's cool. Then you got females who will look cooler than the other ones, but it's something about them that have you like, man, I wouldn't really want to be with you though. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the reason may be. But then when you come across that right one, there's certain qualities that they got. You feel me? It's not even about the look sometimes, but it's certain qualities that they got. It's the way they treat you, the way they look out for you, and like it's something that hit you another way, and you just notice what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like we can fuck with bitches the rest of our life, bro. But at the end of the day, everybody wants somebody. They want that one. You know what I'm saying? When you finally run across that one, and you jump on it, bro. So what it was for me was the qualities, the morals, the mindset. You feel me? A praying lady. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of all that type of stuff matter right there. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to somebody who call themselves a bad bitch. You feel me? You got so-called bad bitches everywhere. So-called everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then we start asking about certain qualities in life. What are your morals? Can you read? You follow what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
yeah. Do you pray? Can you cook? Or how do you take care of your kids? What do you see yourself doing in 5 years? A lot of these bad bitches can't answer that question. You follow what I'm saying? Instead of me taking you out to eat, are you gonna cook every night? You understand what I'm saying? If I'm fucked up, do you got the money? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a bunch of things like that. I'm going through something. Don't leave me. Pray for me. You follow what I'm saying? Like, it's a bunch of things like that we look for. It's the simple shit. It ain't the materialistic shit. It's the simple shit. You feel me? And once you see it, once you run across somebody that fills all those voids, then that's probably the one you need to be with right there. I'm pretty sure you met other women before you married your wife. Why did you marry her? You follow what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, basically along the same lines, because it's like you want somebody who for one, y'all on the same mind frame.
Right.
And if you build in the kingdom, you need to have somebody who could be a queen and understand the morals and the principles of how the kingdom operate.
Right. Then you want somebody who want you for you. You feel me? Like, just think how many females I done met over my years, bro, who know Maal The Pimp. They met me. They seen me on TV. They saw me at the concert, coming off stage, and met me when I was with some celebrity. You follow what I'm saying? But do you really know me? You know the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Do you really know me? You follow me? So you got to look at all that. You feel what I'm saying? You got to look at all that. I would rather meet a female who don't know what the fuck I do and find out after the fact. That way I know you're not tripping on me because of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit you got to weigh out, man, before you just narrow it down with one person, because everybody ain't worth it.
And what's interesting, man, what's crazy, when I met my wife, I ain't even tell I did music or nothing like that, period. I let her know rolling. Not RMJR, not MVs. Okay, you gonna get to know me as a man.
Right. I get that, bro. I get that, bro. And that's how you got to do it, man. That's how you got to do it, because everybody don't want to know you. They want the image. You feel me? And that ain't real right there. That's why I see now it makes sense when I see a lot of celebrities who with their high school sweetheart. You follow what I'm saying? Dudes who are rich and famous, they with the same girl who they was with in high school, because they know that woman. That woman knows them. She's not with them for the money. She was with you when you was broke. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look at people like E40. He been with his wife 20, 25 years. Snoop, him and Shantae been together since high school. You follow what I'm saying? He didn't meet her after the fact. She been there. You follow what I'm saying? That's genuine right there, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I look at shit like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think dudes like that are a lot more comfortable in their relationship because they know the woman they're with. They didn't meet her on the road. You follow what I'm saying?
Make perfect sense.
Yeah, bro.
I noticed you mentioned praying, right?
Yeah.
So I know, but where did you get that aspect of, all right, I need to pray because I understand it's bigger than me? Where did that come from?
I was raised in church, bro. I always say I was raised in church, man. My mama raised me in church, bro. So I'm always had that religious side of me. Union Grove Missionary Baptist Church out there on the south side, Highland Avenue. I was raised in church all my life, dog. Now, when I chose to go off and do some negative shit, that was my choice. But I knew better. You follow what I'm saying? My mama always raised me in church. I still go to church to this day. Still pay my tithes and all that, bro. You feel me? That's me. So I'm always a prayer, man. I pray every night before I go to bed. Every night. I've never got away from that. Each time I move to other cities, like when I be in New Orleans, I be in Detroit, I find churches to go to while I'm in these other cities right there. I never get away from that. I'm a real believer in train up a child in the way that he should go. When he was old, he'll never depart from it. I'm a real believer in that. I'm a prime example. You feel me? And having that background and that backbone in me keeps me from doing a lot of stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I've always been a praying man. And ain't nothing wrong. Like I said earlier, don't let nobody tell y'all about that you weak or that you less of a man or you not a real nigga because you do that, man. You a real nigga need religion in his life, bro, because we go through shit. You need that. You follow what I'm saying? So anybody trying to tell y'all different, they on some bullshit. And don't let that peer pressure get to you. You know what I'm saying? Get in church, get your life together. We still gonna do our worldly things because we're human, but at the end of the day, have some morals and religion that you stand on. It makes things better. For real. For real.
So let me ask you this. Like, I got, I don't know if you know this, but I share this. Your cousin Keisha Penn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your cousin Keisha Penn is my wife's cousin. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know that, no.
That's why That's why when your aunt passed, I used to work with your aunt, but that's why I was at her.
Bill.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's why I was
at Orange Grove.
Yeah, I used to work at Orange Grove.
Okay. All right.
So then, like, so I know your cousin Keisha. I've been knowing her. Me and my wife been together, what, 11 years?
Okay.
So I got to know your father through Keisha.
Right.
So I know your dad is a stand-up dude.
Yeah.
And I see from interacting with him, I see where you get the principles of being a real man.
Right. And shout out to my dad, man, because I was raised in a single parent household. My dad was in the military. He was in the service. You follow what I'm saying? So he left when I was probably about 6 or 7 years old. You feel me? But my mama raised me, but my dad was always in my life. He was not a deadbeat. So I'll be my mama during the school year. Then when school was out, I would fly to wherever my dad was at and stay with him for the summertime. When the summer was over, I fly back to my mom. I did that for all my years right there. So my dad was always in my life. Summertime, I'm with him. School year, I'm with him. I mean, with my mama. Then for Christmas, he would fly home to see me. So he always been around. He always did his part financially. We still got a bond to this day right here. So my dad, I was a single parent household. My dad was always in the picture, physically and financially. You know what I'm saying? So he's a real stand-up guy for that. Real stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? The average nigga could have left and be like, as long as I'm paying my money, I ain't got to come see this dude. But he did both. You follow what I'm saying? So I respect my dad a lot, a whole lot.
I see. That's why you kind of went in when it was about who was that said something about soldiers, and you were like, "Hold." I seen the.
Now when I had Patrick Hampton on my podcast, that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
You were like, "Hold on, bro."
Yeah.
My dad ain't no sucker, man.
Yeah, that's what that one had on my podcast. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, man.
So let me ask you this: what triggered you as a man to fight injustice? Because you could have been like, all right, I got my rap career and I'm gonna just deal with that and talk about what we normally talk about. What triggered you to say, hey man, I got you, like you got songs like Want to Make a Change, you got the 32. What made you say, hey, this is where I need to focus my time and efforts?
Well, I started Want to Make a Change first. With that, that was about all the murder victims in our city in 2014, I think. And during that year, our homie Blinky said from the West Side, he was killed. My dog Smoke Dog, his stepdaughter Jasmine, she was killed. Rest in peace, Jasmine. Another friend of mine, Amy, her daughter Kiara Patton was killed. I knew all them. You follow what I'm saying? So that is what inspired us to make that song right there. Then along with everybody else that died that year. So it's like, all right, we speak on all this other shit, right? You know what I'm saying? And the thing behind that song was like, people always say that rap artists talk negative and that, you know, we are a negative influence on the community and that the youngsters follow what we do or whatever. So if that's true, then we flipping it around this time. We're saying we're going to talk something positive. We're going to say, want to make a change. And hopefully they get wind of that and follow that direction right there. You follow what I'm saying? So it's really us just paying homage to the people who we lost in our city and showing that we care and that we see what's going on. That was the reason behind I want to make a change. Now, the reason behind 32, that was a little different right there. That was about the 32-man federal roundup that they did here in the city. Everybody who's familiar with that know that was basically some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They was racially motivated. You know what I'm saying? They was stereotyped. They was defamed on TV. And then with that 32-man roundup, I knew a bunch of them dudes. Primarily the homeboy, our homie, Gerald Tony. You feel me?
Shout out OG.
Free Gerald Tony, Lil Tommy Gun, Big Mallow, Frank White, you feel me? Like, I knew a lot of these guys personally, and I knew that they wasn't what you were portraying them as on TV. You follow what I'm saying? And to see these dudes get all this time for allegedly what they may or may have not said on the phone versus what the sheriff been alone getting caught red-handed with 30 to 35 kilograms of cocaine, cartel type shit. He walked away with less time than them. Man, that's racially motivated. That's unjust right there. If I'm an artist and I got a big platform and I know people listen to what I say, and I know these dudes personally, I'll be wrong not to speak on that. I'm obligated to speak on that and expose that. Now, is it going to change something? Are they going to get their time cut? Fuck no. but they need to be exposing what's going on. I know these dudes. Now I got a big platform. People listen to me. I'm finna expose what's going on. Yeah. Not only am I finna expose the song, I'm finna go a little step further and put out a documentary or a DVD and go into details and show you that I'm not fucking lying. That's my duty to do some shit like that with the position that I got. You follow what I'm saying? So the Wanna Make a Change song and the 32 song and documentary was motivated by two different motivations to do both of them. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it boils down to me having a voice, me knowing that I got respect in the community, me knowing that people listen to what I say. So when I'm speaking on street shit, you listen to that. So let me speak on something else and put you up on this right here. I'd be wrong not to do that.
And I also noticed from the 32, y'all held like town hall meetings, right?
Right. I didn't hold a town hall meeting. No, what happened was this you talking about two different things. The town hall meeting.
I think it was one. You might didn't hold it, but it was kind of centered around the 32.
No, let me tell you what you're talking about. The town hall meeting was at Channel 9 news station. That was I think they had the police chief on the panel, and Pastor Kevin Adams, and about 3 or 4 more people who would be considered important in the community or whatever. The reason I was there, this was right after Wanna Make a Change came out. You follow me? When the Wanna Make a Change song came out, that was on the radio real heavy, and then the video coverage made Channel 3 and Channel 9 news. Channel 9, based on the fact that we had just came out with the song, invited us to the town hall meeting. So we were special guests. They invited me, and I brought Smoke Dog with me. We were special guests at the town hall meeting.
I think we might have our wires crossed. You remember, because Demetrius Coonrod was sitting by Neil Pink.
Now, this is what you're talking about. You're talking about the 32 panel discussion. That's what you're talking about right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, now when you say a town hall meeting, we really attended a town hall meeting, but that was from Channel 9. The 32 thing was a panel discussion. And that right there was me. I put that together with my guy Lil Mo Films, and the whole point of that was I wanted to discuss the documentary in detail, but I wanted to have people from different walks of life to give their opinion on that. So I had Demetrius Coonrod, Councilwoman, as a guest speaker on the panel, Police Officer Lee Mayweather, DA Neil Pinkston, a public defender, I forgot Jackson something, I forgot his name, that was Lil Mo's guy, Jackson something, a public defender, and Joe Jenkins, City Code Joe, one of the guys who was picked up in the 32-man roundup. Yeah. Those were the 5 people on the panel. And I feel like there was a well-diversified panel so they can speak on the injustices and the ins and outs and the politics of what went on with this 32-man documentary, 32-man roundup, you feel me? And let me tell you this cool part about that panel discussion, it was all white people there. Maybe 3 or 4 black people. I think D. Scott came and a few of all white people there. You feel me? For a documentary about injustice against black dudes, all white people there. And I loved it because they got to hear our side of it. You know what I'm saying? They got to hear our side of it. And it was real educational, real informative. We sold a bunch of DVDs at the spot right there. So that was real cool. It was real cool. I loved it, man.
So being that they come from a different background, what kind of feedback or response were they giving in regard to hearing the information from a different perspective?
A lot of them was shocked. A lot of them knew it. It's one thing. A lot of them knew it, but they need to hear it broke down in terms that they can understand it. A lot of them, you could tell they were shocked, like, wow, I never knew this. I only knew and believed what I saw on the news. I thought the news was the truth. I didn't know that this is what really happened. So a lot of them was just really like floored by mouth open, like, wow, okay, I get it now. I understand you all's pain. I see why you are the way you are towards police. I see why you feel this way towards white people at some point in time. I didn't know that they were doing y'all like this. You know what I'm saying? So it was real education for all of them. But again, some of them knew, but they need to hear it in terms that they can relate to. You feel what I'm saying? So it was real education, very educational. You feel me? And a lot of them walked up on the pictures and autographs and all that. And I'm down to earth, so I was willing to do that. And they let me know that the message got across to them right there. You feel me? Definitely.
So how did y'all go about getting Neil Pinkston on that thing? Cause I watched some of it, and I'm gonna say this for those who don't like Neil Pinkston. Neil Pinkston took that criticism like a champ in there.
I like Neil, bro. I'm gonna tell you how I like Neil. I'm gonna tell you how I got him on there. Check this out. I say this at the panel too. All right, the lady who helped me put this 32 documentary together, as far as getting the clips from the news station and all that shit, was Melidia Clure. That's my lady right there, Melidia Clure. Melidia Clure used to work for Channel 3 for about 20 or 25 years as a news anchor. You follow what I'm saying? She quit Channel 3 to start working with Neil Pinkston in the DA's office. You follow what I'm saying? But she still had connections to Channel 3.
Okay.
You follow me so far? So when I started putting this 32 documentary together, me and her had been had a relationship. So I called her, I said, hey, when they did this 32-man roundup a few years ago, all them clips that they ran on the news, I need you to send them to me so I can incorporate it into the documentary. And she went and did that. You follow what I'm saying? By the time she working for Neil Pinkston at the DA's office, but because of her relationship with Channel 3, she was still able to go back and do that for me. So she went and did that. And then once the documentary got finished, right? I said, hey, I want you to come to my house and look at it before it come out so you can see pretty much where I'm going with it. She said, Ma, you know I work for the DA now. Is it cool if I bring him with me? And initially, I'm like, man, fuck no. Don't bring him to my house. Hell no. The DA? Fuck no. Hell no. Hell, you can come. He can't. You know what I'm saying? She's like, no, he's cool, Ma. Trust me, he's cool, this and that. So I'm like, all right, Malita. I don't know, but all right, fuck it. Come on, bring it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met her. That's how I initially met him. He came out here. They sat down and watched the documentary from beginning to end. And when it went off, what made me took a liking to him, when it went off, he was like, he said, man, I agree with everything I just saw on there. Everything I just saw, I agree with. And that made me be like, okay. Because he could have easily tried to play by the book as a DA and just stand on, well, I understand what you're saying, Jamal, but they still did this and they should have been arrested. But he went the exact opposite route. He was like, I agree with everything I saw. I see where you're going with this. So that made me take a liking to him right there. You know what I'm saying? And then a few times I had to go to her office. I had to go to his office to talk to her about things leading up to the documentary release. And when I would go there, he would always speak and interact and stuff like that. So that's how we kind of built a respectable rapport. So I know his job is, but I don't got nothing bad to say about Neil. Nothing bad to say about Neil. And then let me say this too. I know Demetrius Coonrod blasted his ass on the he blasted.
Yeah.
You go to think about that. And I understood her position. But Neil didn't have nothing to do with this 32-man roundup. He's a state DA. This is a federal case right here.
Yeah.
So he didn't have nothing to do with that. He was just, when she blasted him, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have nothing to do with this roundup. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, with that being said, I ain't got nothing bad to say about dude. I got respect for him. I know what his job is. You feel me? So I ain't never gonna put myself in position so where he can prosecute me. You follow what I'm saying?
And that's all that matters.
Right. But for the most part, it's all respect from Neil, bro. Yeah, he can't. I asked him to come through. He could have easily said no, fuck no. He did it though. So what can I say about him? Much respect, Neil. Yeah, do your thing, dog.
And once I seen that, I was like, I seen him in a different light cause watching it just like the 32 got a bad rap. Watching it from our perspective, seeing Neil Pinkston, he get a bad rap from us because we like, hold up, bro, do what you doing. But for him to go and be on that panel and take it on the chin.
Exactly what he did, bro. Exactly what he did. He took it on the chin. He didn't have to participate. I reached out to him and told him what I was trying to do. He said, okay, yeah, no problem, I'll do it. No hesitation, no problem, I'll do it. He knew what kind of scrutiny he was going to be under by doing that, but he did it anyway, bro. So, again, nothing bad to say about Neil. Nothing bad to say about him at all. You feel me? It's my guy.
Because at the end of the day, people can get mad, but I'm going to say it. The DA's job is to convict criminals.
And prosecute you. That's what they do.
So if you don't get into criminal activity, you can't get mad at that man for doing his job.
Right.
That's just simple as that.
Right. Now the same boat. If I catch a murder case tomorrow, he gonna nail me to the cross, bro. You feel me? I know that.
That's his job.
That. So I ain't finna do that. You get what I'm saying? But outside of that, hey, how you doing, partner? Nice to see you. How your day going? And that's that on that. You feel me? Yeah.
Another question I want to ask you, because I didn't know this till today. Cause once I'm finna interview somebody, I do research. I knew you, but I said, man, let me find out something I don't know. So what made you, correct me if I'm wrong, what made you want to connect with the Habitat for Humanities?
You know about that. Yeah, I'm on the staff of the Habitat for Humanity. As a matter of fact, we got a meeting Thursday at 4:30.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. This is how that came about. a close friend of mine and my lawyer, Ryan Womack, you feel me? He was already on the Habitat for Humanity staff or whatever, and one day after we got out of court we had a court case where I was suing the motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And once we got out of the court, he told me, he said, man, he said, Maal, man, this was his exact words, Roland. This is his exact words, bro. He said, man, y'all come join the Habitat for Humanity committee. I said, what do y'all do? He was like, we help people get houses in the community and stuff like that. People who are in low income and blah, blah, blah. We try to help them get into a house in different neighborhoods and stuff like that. His exact words to me was this. He said, Maal, he's a white guy, right? He's white. He said, Maal, we got a lot of me on the board. We need more of you on the board because you know the community. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. It's a bunch of me, but we need some of you on the board. I was like, oh, okay, I get where you're going with that. He said, we deal with people in the community, and you know the community. So I think this will be a good fit. You're not going to get paid for it, but this will be a way of you giving back to the community. I said, okay, I'm cool with that, no problem. We got a meeting on next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Come to the meeting and see what you think. I came to the meeting, met everybody. I got an overview of what was going on and what was expected of me and what they really do. And I was cool with it. I jumped on board, and this was probably 5 years ago. I've been rocking ever since. Man. You feel me?
Yeah, I had to do a lot of. I was like, hold up, let me click on this and see. When I click on something, I'm watching for information I don't know. So while you was interviewing the lady from Habitat for Humanity, she spoke on
Tanasa McGee, yeah.
Mm. So I was like, hold up, he on? I said, oh, okay.
And people don't know that type of shit, Roland. This is charity shit that I do. I'm on Habitat for Humanity, so I go to weekly meetings. I go to home visits to help people get out of what they consider a bad home, a home that's run down, and get them in a new house. This is what I do. But I don't put this in the music right here because I'm not doing it for publicity. You follow what I'm saying? I don't bring no cameras with me when I'm going to this Habitat for Humanity meeting. I go to people's houses and everything. Y'all be surprised when we have home visits and we got to go to somebody's house and they open the door and it's me in front of the door showing up, taking notes on what's going on. They're like, damn, Maal the Pimp. Yeah, this is me, yeah. But I don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I donate to the Red Cross, you feel what I'm saying? I speak to the youth. A lot of this shit I do off camera because I'm not doing it for bragging rights. You follow what I'm saying? And like, if you wouldn't have never brought it up, I would have never said that. You brought it up, you feel me? But that's one of the things I do to give back on the humble tip. But you wouldn't know that unless you know me.
Yeah. And see, that's one of the reasons why I brought it up. I want to, most people look at the pimp side.
Right.
I want them to know Jamal the Hicks, the man.
Right. That's true, bro. That's true. That's one of the things that I do to give back without no publicity involved in it, because I'm not in it for that. It's from the heart.
Because I've been to church at Union Grove, and I've seen you in that. Because at the time, my pastor, Elder Mattis, he was preaching. He was the interim pastor.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, I remember him. I like him.
Yeah, that's my guy. So while he was over there, pretty much every Sunday that I could make, I would go over there.
You know, I worked the sound booth at the church too.
Yeah, I remember later on hearing it.
Yeah, I worked the sound booth at the church. I'm the sound guy, bro. Yeah, I'm the one tuning, tweaking the mic and all that for the pastor and the choir. It's a lot of stuff, man. It's more than me with my Mr. I, dog. A whole lot.
I mean, I know, but like being on the D program show, the programming will be, hey man, let's talk about Maal the Pimp. Let's talk about this music.
Right.
My thing is, I'm trying to do something different to show men, hey, we stand on principles. We might rap, we might shoot a ball, we might do all this, but at the end of the day, we standing on principles.
Right. That's true, bro. That's true. I live my life based on that, dog.
So let's go into this. What made you say, hey, I rap and all this? What led to the Pimpaholic TV podcast?
Oh, good question, bro. Good question. A few people have been telling me about that. You need to do a podcast, you need to do a talk show, Maal. You know a lot of people in the industry, you know a lot of people in the city, you got a lot of relationships. It'll be easier for you to reach out to somebody and get them on your talk show. You should do that. And I heard, I ignored it, I brushed it off. But it kept popping up in my face. You follow what I'm saying? And when I finally sat down and got together was back in March of last year, March of 2020, when the pandemic hit and I couldn't travel no more. I hadn't traveled outside the city since March. My last run was Jackson, Mississippi for the Legends of Hip Hop tour, and then from there to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. And I don't think I've been in the West since then. So when I finally got to sit down, and then I couldn't book no shows. I wasn't performing. I wasn't traveling because of all this. So I'm like, damn, you know what? Now's a good time to do this podcast. I've been knowing it for I don't know how long. Now that I'm sitting here quarantined and can't really do nothing. Now's the time to do that. And that's when I started back then. So I think I started my first episode back in at the end of March. No, 1st of April. 1st of April. That's when I first did it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I noticed you have a wide range of guests, but that just speaks to who you are as a person.
Right. And the thing about that, I'm glad you said it too, because even though I'm a rapper, you feel me? This is not a rap podcast. I have people from different walks of life on here. I've had rappers and people who are in the entertainment business on here, but I've also had like pastors, politicians, councilwomen, comedians. You think like, it ranges from different. It's not a rap podcast. You can look at this. You don't know who I know. So you don't know who's going to be on there and what kind of topics we're going to talk about. So it's always going to be real interesting for you to tune in and see what's going on. You feel me? Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess let me ask you this: what led you to say, you're a big weed smoker because you do your thing.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, of course.
How did you get? Because I was thinking, because I was telling somebody, I was like, man, this man smoked more weed than anybody I know. Because I was thinking, I was like, no, I grew up in a household where my mom and my father smoked weed. I was like, man, this dude's the equivalent. If I knew Snoop Dogg, I would say, man, Maul smoked just as much as Snoop.
I done smoked with Snoop 100 times, bro. Literally, for real. I really have. Yeah, dog. Yeah.
So what led to you smoking? Like, because everybody had their different things, but what led to you saying, hey man, this how I get out, this how I chill? What led to you to start smoking?
I started smoking when I was I had my first blunt when I was 16, 17, I think. Me and my dude Corey Mike, we smoked together our first time though. Yeah. From that point on, it was on, bro. I'm doing it trying to hide it from my mama. I'm coming out smelling like weed, trying to take my shirt off and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Then she finally found out what it was. So I was open with it. Then I never smoked in front of her, but I wasn't hiding it then. You see? So
I gotta ask this. What was the reaction? Because I know your mom was a sweet lady, rest her soul. What was her reaction when she found out you was smoking?
Look, when I tried to hide her, she told me. And now that I'm older, if I had kids, it would make sense now. She told me, Jamal, you can't hide that from me. I done been your age before. I know what you're doing. And now it makes sense. Because right, if I had a son, right, and he done smoked a blunt, he tried to come in and try to hide it. I'm like, man, nigga, do you know who you talking to, bro? I done been 17, nigga. I was smoking too, man. You can't hide that from me. You can take your shirt off all you want to. Nigga, your eyes red. It's 9 o'clock. You come here eating everything when you done ate up, man. You high, bro. You can't tell me you're not. I done it. You know what I'm saying? I've been your age. You feel what I'm saying? So I know you have, dog. Just tell me that. Don't lie to me, though. You dig? So now it makes sense. You follow what I'm saying? Now it makes sense because I'm older. You dig? But yeah, of course, them parents ain't gonna like it, but at the end of the day, I could be doing worse. You feel me? Weed's the only drug I ever done. I ain't never done nothing. I ain't never took no pills. I ain't never snorted no powder. You feel me? I ain't never done none of that, bro. No lean, none of that. None of that. Just weed. You dig?
So you thought you were getting over coming in the crib?
Thought I was, but she knew the whole time. She finally spoke on me and called my ass out. You feel me? Yeah, she knew the whole time, bro. Knew the whole time. She a parent. Parents know. They know their child. You dig? Parents know their child. So what could I say? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's crazy, one thing I noticed about you, especially, you've always had a high level of respect. Like, and you could tell you was brought up to have that respect to where when you around older people, you knew to say yes, sir, and no, ma'am, and
I
things
do
of
that to
that
this
nature.
day. I do that to this day. Yes, I do that to this day, bro. You know what's funny about that? Like, again, that come with being raised the right way. You follow what I'm saying? Even now, I'm not too much of a celebrity or too big to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, or yes, sir, no, sir, to an elder. I was raised that way. I still do that. When I still walk in the store, the gas station, I still hold to open the door for women. And that's played out now. Niggas don't do that shit no more, but I do. You
That's,
know what I'm saying?
that's
I
crazy.
do. I can still see, I can see the look in some of these old ladies' face when I open the door. They look like, wow, thank you. I haven't seen this done for me in I don't know how long. Even with the younger women, like the younger girls, I open the door for them. They think I'm finna try to come high and holler. I don't want to holler at you. I'm being nice. I was raised to open the door. You ain't got to frown your face at me. I don't want you. I'm just opening the door for you being a gentleman. You follow
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's just what we do. If I'm talking to you, I'm a curse around you. If your mama come around, I'm finna stop that, bro. You follow?
I've noticed that.
That's just what we do. I seen a bunch of young niggas who just curse like crazy, and there's a lady right there who's 60 years old, bro. You don't do that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, like when we was coming up in the neighborhood as little young wild niggas, we can be out there, yeah, man, fuck that shit, who do this and that. If one of these old niggas around, to my older niggas who will bust your head, niggas who have been to the penitentiary and all that, we curse in front of the old lady, they gonna say, man, shut up, man, you don't see that old lady right there, bro? And these niggas with long ass criminal records, but they still got a respect level. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They wouldn't be like that if they mama didn't teach them that. You follow what I'm saying? So to me, yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, yes, sir, and no, sir, manners and respect, that'll never play out right there. Not with me. You follow what I'm saying? Holding the door for women, not disrespect them unless they bring it on themselves. That's gonna always be my thing, bro. I'm gonna stand on that. You follow what I'm saying? I pride myself in saying that and doing that, man.
So let's go into this. With that, let me see. I lost my train of thought. All right, I'm gonna tell the story. Our homeboy OG, free OG, Gerald Tony.
Free Gerald, yeah.
I think we had got into he had got into it with somebody in the Ridgeway. This is crazy. I never forget it.
Gerald did.
Yeah, and him and the dude, I think we touched the dude up or something like that. But his mom, I'm talking Gerald hot. He going off cussing and everything. So his mama hit the door. Wow.
Miss Dale.
She hit the door, and his whole face. He was
Oh, the meter changed.
He was mad, but she caught him cursing as she was coming out the door. She was like, "Boy, what did you?" He's like, "I'm sorry," and then she said something to him. He was like, "Yes, ma'am." His whole demeanor flipped, and I was like I knew what type of family he came from, but to see it was funny because I was like, man, this is crazy.
Man, you know what? That's crazy, but it's called respect, bro. It's called respect, bro. That's basically what it boiled down to. He respect his mama. No matter what kind of situation or beef he just got into, no matter how turned up on 10 he was when his mama came out, pipe down.
Yeah.
Now I don't even know the instance you're talking about, but I know him. I know the relationship him and his mama had before she passed. That's called respect, bro. I don't curse in front of my mama. Now if she called me in on some bullshit, on some street shit, and she called me in my mode, now I gotta pipe it down. That's respect, bro. Every nigga, let me say this, man, street nigga or not, I feel like every man who got a real relationship with his mama we all are mama's boys. You follow what I'm saying? Your mama she raised us, so we always gonna be a mama boy. Everybody love their mama. You follow what I'm saying? So your mama got that power and respect of you that nobody else will ever have. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody else will ever have. And if you was raised the right way, real niggas know what I'm talking about. It's a certain thing you to scared of your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a certain thing. You do it make sense what I'm saying to you?
Man, make perfect sense.
Like even when I never been the person to talk back and disrespect my mama. Never. I never done that. But say when we do have our little back and forth, and I be trying to get my little point across, when she say, "All right, Jamal, shut up. I'm tired of talking about it. Shut up." I'm done. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, it's over with.
I want to say something else.
It's over with.
You killed it. I'm done. You feel me? Now, if there's somebody in the street, man, shut nigga, fuck you, nigga, who you talking to? But mama, I'm done. That's respect, man. That's a respect thing. So that's a good thing when you see that, man. You see this nigga get into it with a nigga. He out there ready to beat ass and do it, and then his mama come out.
He was actually, what's crazy, he was actually putting hands on, I'm talking about whooping him. And his
Damn.
mama hit the door and it totally changed.
That's respect, bro.
Yeah.
I salute that. I salute that. That's respect. Because what was he supposed to do? Cuss his mom out because he mad?
No. He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
That's respect,
and that's
bro.
why guys like you, that's why guys like him, I can have a relationship with y'all because I understand y'all have that level of respect to where y'all respectful at all times, no matter what. And even in the streets, if somebody giving you respect, you ain't finna disrespect them.
Exactly. And that's how I roll in the street, bro. Like, man, listen, to this even right now, I don't want no problems with nobody, bro. Nobody. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna play with me.
I feel you.
You know, that's a zero. And I give respect out, so I got zero tolerance for disrespect. Like, I'm not going for that shit, bro. On no level, I'm not going for that shit. You have to prove yourself fuck on me. I don't want to go there. You feel me? But you got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because I give respect out. You ain't got no reason to come at me like that.
Yeah.
And if you do, know what come with that.
Yeah.
You follow me? I stand on that. And me standing on that, for the most part, keeps me out of shit. Niggas know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I done all that back and they ain't got to prove that no more. And I don't want to. You follow what I'm saying? But if you come playing, bro, you gonna get it. Point blank, you gonna get it. I don't want to do that, but you gonna get it. So let's just keep it cordial. If you don't like me, just go the other way. But you ain't finna come saying no fucked up shit to me in my face.
Yeah, I feel you.
All that little behind the back and internet shit, y'all got that, bro. You wanna make a diss song, man, go right ahead. Go right ahead, my nigga. But you ain't gonna come in my face with that shit.
Yeah.
At all, bitch, believe that. And you know you ain't.
I think I remember my earlier point when you was talking about open doors. Like, it's done been instances where I done opened the door for my wife, and it'll be a couple that be coming out the store wherever we at, and they'll come over, and it be shocking to me, older or younger, they'll come over and applaud me for saying, hey, young man, I appreciate what you're doing. More brothers need to do that. And it's white or black.
Right. And the reason why they're rolling, because, like I said earlier, manners and respect is kind of played out now. You don't see people saying yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, no more. You don't see people open the door for women no more. You don't see that. You see niggas open the door and walking in front of the woman. You see younger dudes saying all kind of fucked up language in front of older people. You don't see the respect no more. You know what I'm saying? So, and I understand why the kids now were raised by teenagers. You feel what I'm saying? We was raised, our mom was 30 and 40 years old when they had us. You get what I'm saying? The kids now, like some of my homeboys were 17 and 18 when they had kids. Some of them was 16. You feel me? So they were still kids raising kids. You follow what I'm saying? So they wasn't all the way there yet. So how much can they instill in the kid? And those are the kids you're seeing now. You follow what I'm saying? So it's kind of not their fault, but respect is not, it's just like they respect their homeboy on the street. They respect their OG. As far as respecting women and respecting adults and all that, they don't own that shit. You feel me? So when you see a motherfucker, me, you, they still do that, it's like, wow, where he come from? I ain't seen this in years. You know what I'm saying?
But what I noticed though, man, men who do that, like you had your father,
right?
Girl had his father, I had my father. We had men in our lives to let us know, hey, bro,
It make a big difference.
Brother, I don't care what they doing. We don't play that over here.
It make a big difference, y'all. It make a big difference. It make a big difference. Every man that got a man in their life, in some kind of way, it shows. You feel me? Because I mean, that's the same cliche phrase and the same sort of repetitive, but it's true. A man got to teach a man how to be a man. A woman can't do that. There's certain shit that my dad showed me that I understood it better come from him than I did from my mama. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a man. He's a man. You follow what I'm saying? Like, I can have a son and I can school him all day on. His mom can say one thing to him about how to treat women, but I can tell you better than her because I'm a man. I know how to do this. That's how I got your mama. You know what I'm saying? You dig? Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So you can listen to her, of course, but listen to me too. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm the man. So, you know, every man has had a man in his life, it shows some kind of way in their upbringing, the way they carry themselves, and the way their mindset is, or the morals or principles that they stand on. It all shows if you ever had a man in your life, even if it was a stepdad. or a big brother who played a daddy role. It shows if you had that in your life. You can tell. You follow what I'm saying? You can tell.
So it seemed like, correct me if I'm wrong, it seemed like dudes who have fathers and have real men or father figures in their life, they are more, they're more able to think about stuff before they just act.
Um,
For the
yes
most
and no.
part, for the most part.
It depends on the situation because you say if you have a father figure in your life, you more to think before you act. You have those who had a father figure in their life, but still go off and fly off the handle for whatever reason. You follow what I'm saying? Depending on what the situation is. Depending on what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Now, in terms of father figures in their life, somebody might think more about how they treat a woman or think more about how they come at an older person. But then that same nigga who might think before he do that might go and shoot a nigga in the street for no reason with a father figure in his life. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on the scenario.
And then I guess it's all in what you taught.
Yeah, it is all what you taught, yeah. But it still depends on the scenario. You know what I'm saying? It still depends on the scenario. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Cause you being Maal the Pimp, you have a business mind.
Of course, definitely.
Where did that come from? Because there's a lot of people who just content with being on this race and running this rat race, running on the treadmill. You, from what I've gathered, you've been the guy who say, hold up, I don't want to run on the mill. I want to control the mill.
Yeah, yeah. My business mind set in when I was 18. You feel me? When I was 18, when I put out my first cassette tape, you did. That's when I started realizing you can make money off of music. All my years in this rap game, everything I've put out, I've always, you see that big old poster plaque behind me right there? All those are albums I put out. It's probably missing about 5 or 6 albums now. You feel me? Because I got that made a few years ago. But out of all those albums that you see right there, I profited off all of them. All of them. I never took a loss. You follow what I'm saying? So I've always been a guy who knew how to make money off the project. Now, when I was 18, I put my cassette tape out. I'm coming to you behind my business mind kicked in. I spent $600 and pressed up 300 tapes, sold for $5 a piece, $1,500, $900 profit. At the time, we in high school, people working jobs, you know, they got to go to work after school, so you can only work X amount of hours. You're probably getting a check weekly or bi-weekly for $150, $200 or whatever. But that's a lot of money because you're staying with your parents. You ain't got no bills.
Yeah.
You feel me? I come out here in about 3 weeks and make $1,500 off the rip. I'm like, man, what the fuck? This is what I need to be doing right here. So I didn't know it back then. My business mind had kicked in right then. You follow what I'm saying? Like, damn, I spent this on this. I'm making more than anybody who I know who's working a job. Because you talking high school, McDonald's, Burger King, little shit like this. You ain't working jobs. You're working these little part-time jobs. So the shit you making right here in a whole month, I just made in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. My homies just selling dope or selling weed. You feel me? You flipping ounces or you flipping the 16th or whatever. I just made it off my cassette tapes, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I'm seeing this right here. So bam, my business mind kicked in then. Okay, as long as you promote and market yourself the right way, you spend money on your product, you can sell it and make the money back. I just did it. You follow what I'm saying? I see that. My next time going to a situation like that was when I came into the fan record situation. You follow what I'm saying? So now, you know how many CDs we sold. Yeah. So I'm like, damn, this is really money. It's money in this shit if you do it the right way. You follow what I'm saying? So my business mind was always there. So when I'm doing the fan record situation, now I go off to college. I got the family situation going on at home. I'm part of at home. I'm off to college learning the legal side of the shit. You follow what I'm saying? I'm learning more about how to really make money in terms of contracts and copyrights and all this shit on top of the cash money I'm making by coming home doing this. I'm like, so my mind was always spinning. I was always the type that nigga, where the money at behind it? You know what I'm saying? And people don't see that with me. Some people think I'm arrogant when it comes to that. Let's do a song, let's do an album together. All right, cool. Where the money at though, bro?
Yeah.
I won't get the money off of it because I'm used to getting the money off of it, bro.
Yeah.
I want to do it to put out there just say we did it. Yeah, man, MVP got an album together. Okay, but where the money at, bro? How much you finna spend? How much you finna make? That's always been my mindset right there. So my business mind kicked in when I was 18. When I made my first $1,500, I ain't looked back since then. So when niggas come to me with different propositions, bro, it's cool. I get what you're saying, but let's talk about the business side of it, bro. What are we finna spend and where is the money? You can't answer that, then we don't need to do it. And if you take that the wrong way, my bad, I'm sorry. But I ain't in it for fun, bro. You can go spend on your video and put it on YouTube and get your little 30,000 hits and share it on Facebook and get 15, 20 bitches saying, oh, you look so cute, but if you ain't made no money for it, man, you on a different page, bro. I ain't in it for that, dog. I ain't in it for that.
Because a lot of dudes don't understand the business side. Like this, like some people, this how I look at it. You have a career. Somebody who just putting out music for that same very reason that you just stated, they got a hobby.
Exactly. I'm so fucking glad you said that, bro. Because that's the difference right there. I've been approached by a lot of niggas who do music as a hobby. Hey, bro, you know I rap now. No, I didn't know that. But you know I rap now. Let's do some shit. Okay, I get what you're saying. I humbly understand what you're saying. But what am I getting out of doing that? I know what you're getting out of it. I got a song with Maal, this and that. But what am I getting out of doing that, bro? If I'm going to do that, compensate me. If you want me to stop what I'm doing to come do some shit with you that you may or may not take serious, compensate me for that. You think I'm tripping by asking you for that? Okay, my bad, don't do it. But don't get mad. You understand? This is not a hobby for me. This is a job, bro. I pay taxes off of this shit that I got coming in, bro. This is a job. I go city to city getting income off of this type of shit. This is a job, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't doing it for fun. I ain't started this yesterday. This started in 97, 98 right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I've graduated with it. You know, so if you want to come to me and discuss it, we can do it, but let's talk the business side of it, bro. You don't buy dope to not sell it, right?
Nah, that don't make sense.
You understand what I'm saying? If a nigga if you go buy an ounce of weed from a nigga or QP from a nigga or either a 4-way, you're not buying it to sit on it. You're buying it to sell it. You're buying it to sell it and make the money back. That's what you're buying it for. So I treat the rap game the same way. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit.
And it's like the only two dudes that I like, the most business-minded dudes I've seen in his music that I know personally in chat is you and D Scott. I ain't saying it ain't others, but I'm saying that I know personally who they know, y'all know the ins and the outs of the business.
Right. And me and D Scott got a perfect relationship, bro.
And I already know why.
Perfect relationship because of that. Me and D Scott, man, listen. Sometimes I call D or he called me. We ain't got nothing going on. We call just to chop it up with each other. We've been on the phone 2 or 3 hours, bro. Literally, I'm telling you this on my mama, bro. I can call D right now. Hey, man, I was just thinking about this, D, man. We'll do this and that. He tell me some shit. And before I know it, man, it's 10:45 at night, bro. We're on the phone 3, 4 hours just chopping it up. Me and D see eye to eye. You feel me? We both know what it is. We see eye to eye. We understand the ups and downs, the ins and outs. We understand all of that, bro. So each time me and D Scott come together with some kind of proposition for each other, we always going to win because we both understand what's going on. I got a situation coming up with D Scott in the next few months. You feel me? I don't want to say it yet, but I got a situation coming up with him in the next few months. You feel me? But each time me and D do business, it's always money involved. Every time.
Shout out to D Scott.
Shout out to my nigga D Scott. Salute. Shout out to D Scott. Definitely.
And what's crazy though, I gotta say this. I'm gonna salute both of y'all. Business wise, and if somebody disagree, y'all check me by saying this. Business wise, you were the businessman of Fam Records, and he was the businessman of Down South Affiliated, two of the biggest record labels to ever grace Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah, definitely. That's true. That's true. And that's definitely true. Yeah. He was a business behind DSA, and I was a business behind Fam. But I can't take 100% credit because me and Shorty did a lot of shit with each other.
But it's on, I mean, shout out Shorty. Shorty said it though. Shorty said it.
He said it.
So it is.
I can't never take away the role that he played.
Of course, we ain't doing that. We know he put that hustle down.
But I was the one who was that nigga right there. Yeah.
Yeah, business wise.
Yeah. Definitely. That's the true story for sure.
Because honestly, man, I'm gonna tell you how I met D Scott. Like I used to hear stories, man, D this, D this, D that. I was coaching AAU basketball, and D funded the team.
Okay.
And what ended up happening, we was going on a trip. I think we went to Clarksville, and I actually rode to Clarksville with D Scott, just me and him. And I got a chance to pick his brain, and I was like, we talked business the whole way up there. And I was playing him some of my music. And this when I was first getting started with Coop now, with the little Christian rap or whatever. And we was just talking. We were just talking business. And I was like, man, I like dude, man. I don't care what nobody.
He not what they say he was, right?
No,
right.
He ain't. I don't care what nobody say. After that conversation, that's been my guy ever since.
He a good dude, bro. And you know, if a nigga, now I don't know what he done in the past or whatever niggas with, but I'm saying on business level, if a nigga got something bad to say about him business wise, it's just you didn't see eye to eye with him. You didn't see
because you didn't know business.
Exactly. Because he a good dude. I done dealt with this dude on different occasions, bro. We done made some thousands together. I ain't finna go into detail on that on camera. We done made some thousands together, bro. I'm talking about zeros, zero, like 0, 0, 0 a few times, bro. You follow what I'm saying?
But me knowing you and knowing him, when I seen y'all together, I already knew.
You know what time it is, bro? That's a money play.
Because y'all both.
We both there. We both there. When he runs something about me, he ain't got to explain it like, Maal, this is why it makes sense. Now I know why it makes sense, D. I get what you're saying. Same with him. Hey, D, this is what I'm thinking about right here, my nigga. I want to do this, and this. This is what I want you for, man. Maal, say no more, bro. Let's do it. Because he know we got past history. When we did this event right here, we made this much and split it. When we did this event right here, he paid me this to do this, and he walked with this on the back end. You know, like he done booked shows for me before. You know, like we done done it, bro. We done done it. Hands down. That's my nigga right there. I ain't never say nothing bad about these guys. That's my dog.
I mean, I can't either. Now, like, I can't even, like I say, when I met him, because I'm the type of dude, I can hear what people say, but when I meet a person, I want to grasp who they are to me.
Right. Makes sense.
So when I met him, I was like, man, this dude here, man, he owned it. And when I met you, even from being in, when we met, I was in like, I want to say the 10th grade.
Right.
And y'all hustle with fam and your hustle before fam inspired me. I put out a CD in the 10th grade off of inspiration for what I seen y'all did.
I appreciate that.
And y'all instilled in me, hey man, you could go to the neighborhood and you could sell these CDs. Back then, we used to get $10 a piece.
Yeah.
So we were making good. So I was like, hold up, I got a little job. I go to the little studio. I pay my little studio, pay for beats, pay for studio. I said, okay, so I can really do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm running a label on a lower level. It wasn't grand like what y'all were doing, but I'm learning how to run a label in the 10th grade.
Right. I mean, and then with us, we came from, you know us, bro. We were straight from the neighborhood. We came from nothing, bro. We came from nothing. We didn't have no handouts. We came from there. You had two niggas who had a vision. I was doing my thing. I had a vision. Homie was doing this thing. He had a vision. And then the thing about me and him, why we clicked so hard was because we didn't need each other. That makes sense?
Makes perfect sense.
We didn't need each other at all. I didn't need you. He didn't need me. I'm already doing my thing before I even met you, bro. He was already hustling, doing his t-shirts before he met me. He didn't need me. I didn't need him. So you got two niggas who don't need each other. You put them together.
It's on.
It's it. Because that way, neither one of us is trying to piggyback off the next person. This is what I'm doing, and I'm doing damn well this without you. This is what he's doing damn good at this without me. You put both of them niggas together, man, you can't, we're gonna win. Point blank. And that's what happened. But all this right here comes with two niggas from the west side, bro. We wasn't no rich niggas. We didn't have no silver spoons, bro.
Yeah.
We was just two niggas from out the neighborhood who had a vision, dog. That's all we was, bro. And we inspired niggas like you and whoever else looked at us and was like, if they can do it, I can do it, bro. That right there means more to me than money. You follow what I'm saying? I done made the money, but that means more to me than money right there, bro.
Because people used to ask me all, my bad.
Go ahead. People
used to ask me all the time, knowing I was from the west side, man, why you don't get with fam? I said, man, I salute fam, I respect fam. But me, I'm trying to do my own thing.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. You trying to be your own man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Look at the ones who before you, who've done it good. Take notes from that and apply to what you're doing, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that, dog. You feel me? Nothing wrong with that. I salute that.
And one of the reasons why I support your music so tough, because like you said, people who know you know that every word that you say in the music is for real.
Every word.
And I know that.
Every motherfucking word, bro. Ain't nothing fake, ain't no studio shit. Everything, I don't exaggerate shit. Everything is true and to the book. And that's why you hear me a lot of shit I just don't say in music, because
it ain't worth saying.
Right. I'm not gonna say I got a Maybach because I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say I sold 50 bricks because I didn't. If I sold dope, yeah. Was I a D-boy? No. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna brag about that. You know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy?
To the code.
What's crazy? Like a few of your raps inspired a few of my raps. I remember when you said, I think it was on What They Doing, I had to throw away 4 sacks because I saw Holland and Rovea.
That's true. That's
and then true. I remember saying, I thought about selling dope, but I don't want to do no time. MVP's out to Heezy, so my music is the grand.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
And that was inspired by those lines by you.
Right.
One thing about me, I'm the type of dude, I'm gonna say, hey, this who inspired me. Like I knew I learned how to work from my mom and my father, but I learned music and actually, okay, you can actually go out here and do this, because I'm seeing dudes like, I don't know Snoop Dogg, I don't know none of these dudes, but I knew Shorty, I know Vinny, I know Maul, so I was like, okay, I ain't where they at, but I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna be the best me I can be.
Right. And like with that being said, right, how you say you don't know Snoop and these other niggas, right? All right, I met them years later, but before I met them, I tried to set my goals like them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at Snoop and Rap a Lot, you know, Cash Money, and I was like, my whole thing was to look at everybody in the industry who's done great with it, who's been there, see what they did right, and try to make sure I'm doing something along those same guidelines. You follow what I'm saying? See what they did wrong and try to make those same mistakes. That was my whole blueprint right there, bro. That was my whole blueprint. All these successful artists, what did they do right? Try to do that. What did they do wrong? When they do these interviews, I'm gonna tell you, I watch a lot of interviews, I watch a lot of documentaries and all this shit. So I look at all this behind the scenes shit. When they speaking on what they went wrong in their career, when they saying shit like, man, if I can go back and do this different, I want to do that. I look at shit like that. Make sure you don't do that first, because they already said they did and they wish they wouldn't have did it. So make sure you don't do this, because this is where they did wrong. Make sure that you do this or something along these same guidelines, because this is what worked for them. I look at shit like that, bro. You follow what I'm saying? So I looked at the whole Snoop Dogg and Death Row situation before I even met Snoop. I looked at all that. I looked at Jay Prince's story, how he started Rap a Lot and all this before I even ever even seen Jay Prince in person. You follow what I'm saying? I look at all this shit. I studied the Cash Money story. You follow what I'm saying? The grind and all that. Cash Money reminded me of Fan Records as far as the grind. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah. Like having a situation, having a label, and having artists and doing it by yourself before a record label came to the scenario. That was us right there. You follow what I'm saying? So I looked at all that. Death Row Records reminded me of us as far as the image. You follow what I'm saying? I looked at all that. You feel me? So I try to pay attention to all that type of shit and go, and like I said, the things they're doing right, go along that way. The things that fuck them up, stay away from that. You follow what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Yeah. So my mind has always been ahead of the city. Always been ahead of the game. I've always thought 50 steps down the line. I've always thought like that. I'm not a for the moment nigga. You feel me?
And it shows, I'm gonna say this. And people could talk or whatever, but I'm gonna say this on the Deprogram Show. 97 to 2021. Okay. I want y'all to think about that. 1997 to 2021. How many rappers in Chattanooga, Tennessee lasted from 97 to 2021 We don't care how good you can rap. We don't care what you were doing. Name a rapper besides Maal The Pimp that lasted from 97 to 2021 consistently.
And still relevant. And still relevant.
I ain't hating. I rap too. So I fall in that line too. We just go keep it real.
And still relevant. Yep.
Exactly.
Take a lot of work. You talking in terms of Chattanooga, Roland?
Nah. I'm talking about like I'm speaking of Chattanooga as a city, far as but I'm saying who was consistent, and that separates the career and the hobby.
Right. Thank you.
It's many dudes, thousands of dudes I met who could rap, who could out rap me or whatever. But career wise, bro, I'm gonna say this. I didn't put the work in to have a career musically.
Okay.
I was close, but bad decisions or whatever made me say, okay, I gotta go back and grind. I gotta go get this job, and I'm gonna make plays other ways. And once I had my daughter, I was like, okay, I can't really. I wasn't fortunate enough to say, okay, I'm on my own. If I was on my own without no children, no old lady or whatever, then it was all on me. I could have handled that, but I needed something secure. That was just me. I still respected those who did what they did, but I even got a rap where I say, dealing with life, rap always take a back seat.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Because my grind was, okay, I knew I could go get a job, and I know I could keep a job. I knew that. I didn't know the ins and the outs, because I can't go to nobody and say, hey man, buy this CD, and you ain't buying it. I can't come back and feed my family like that.
Right.
Because I didn't know, I didn't have all the plays that you had by going to school, learning the business in every aspect, putting your mind in a different mind frame, and also staying disciplined. I don't think people understand how disciplined you are.
True story, bro. True story. True story. That's one thing I am, my nigga. Very disciplined and very strategic. You feel me? It takes strategy to be disciplined. It takes discipline to do shit strategic. You feel what I'm saying? I'm very that. I don't act off emotion. I don't act out of desperation. I stick to the script. You follow what I'm saying? That comes with discipline in myself. I stick to the script. I put the work in. I don't rush shit. And when the situation finally comes to light, voila, ching ching. You follow what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That comes from discipline, bro. I got a project right now that I'm sitting on. I'm still working on some shit to get it out. I wish it was out last week, but discipline says stick to the script, bro. And when it comes out, it's the right time. And when it come out, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And I know that. You follow what I'm saying? Discipline, bro.
How did you learn that though? How did you what? Cause like I know it take a lot, and you spoke on that in the interview with Miss Bell.
Okay. Miss Kill.
Yeah, Miss Kill. I think ain't her first name Beverly?
Beverly, Bev, yeah. Where does discipline come from?
Cause you one of the most disciplined dude. You and this dude got no name, Poochie. Cedric Collins. Shout out Poochie. Y'all probably the two most disciplined dudes I know. Like, for especially with like how y'all handle finances and stuff. I be like, okay, I might do something off the cuff, and then I be like, okay, I could come back and learn from that. But you and him, y'all the most disciplined dudes I know.
Mine come from I've always had instilled in me, bro. They go back to earlier when we was talking about the business mind. My business mind kicked in, my discipline mind kicked in. You know what I'm saying? So That's something I've always had in me, and I've always stuck to the script. I've never acted out of emotions. You feel me? Even if I wanted to, I never did. I never acted out of emotions. I never acted out of desperation. I've stuck to a certain code and a certain script. You feel me? I've done that my whole career. So where did the discipline come from? It came when I was 18, when I first got into this shit. At the time, I didn't know that's what I was doing. You follow what I'm saying? But when over years, I realized that that's what that was part of my career, has been part of my get down, being disciplined and being self controlled. You feel me? So I'll be dumb to get now and then get away from that when it's been working my whole all these years. You follow what I'm saying? So again, like I discipline myself on everything with the music, with not entertaining messy bullshit. You follow what I'm saying? Like that takes discipline. That takes discipline to hear people hating on you and then not respond to it.
Yes, it do.
That's discipline. You follow what I'm saying? That takes discipline. It takes being a man. I ain't fucked. I ain't tripping on this shit. You feel me? I know what it is. That's discipline as opposed to acting out of emotion. That's something I never do. You know what I'm saying? So and it's work for me. It's work. It's work. I don't regret it. It's work.
A lot that very principle, the discipline principle, a lot of rappers done lost their life because they wasn't disciplined.
Pride.
Going
Pride.
off emotions and pride.
Pride. Pride, bro. I know who I am as a man, so that keeps me from acting like that.
Say that again. So y'all who don't know, please say that again.
I know who I am as a man, so it keeps me from acting like that. You feel me? You can do and say whatever when I'm not around. Do it in my face, bro. Do it in my face. And watch what happens. You feel me? And if you're not willing to do that, then me being disciplined is not gonna let me react to what you do when I'm not around. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a flying fuck about that. You really, and to be honest with you, let me say this. When you hate on me when I'm not around, really, I want you to keep on doing it because you're working for me for free. You don't know that. You're on my promotion team. You follow what I'm saying? And the smartest part about it for me and the dumbest part about it for you is you're doing it for free. I'm not paying you, but you got here promoting my name. Keep doing that, man. Back in the day when we was younger, the whole thing was when this nigga talking about me, man, this now I gotta go see this nigga and see what the fuck he talking about me before I handle the business. Now, no, I'm mad if you're not talking about me now. You feel me? Keep on, bro. Go anywhere and just keep talking about me because it's working in my favor. If you talking about me to 10 people, 5 of them people might believe what you're saying. The other 5 are wondering, man, who the fuck is he talking about? Let me go look this nigga up. You know what I'm saying? So you bring me fans that I don't got. Keep it up. Keep up the hate on me. I'm not mad at you about that. I'm not gonna confront you and bust your head. I'm not on that no more. Keep on hating on me. You bringing me fans. If you bring me fans, eventually that's turning into revenue, which means you're on my promotion team. You're just not getting paid for. Who pimping who? Did y'all look at it like that? This is a free game I'm giving y'all right here. Did you look at it like that? Huh?
All the pimp, spitting game.
And all that comes with discipline. I'm disciplined enough to know that you're working for me now, bro. You're just not getting paid for it. You're not on the payroll, but you work for me. When you hater, you work for me. Let your haters work. Your haters are your free promotion team. Let them work for you. Do not get mad. Do not discourage them. Do not tell them to stop hating on you. They're working for you for free. Let them do the free labor, and you benefit from it in the end. Don't get emotional and get undisciplined and stop the work. Let them do it. Let them do it.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get out of here, man, what you want to leave the people with?
Good question. My podcast is up and running. You feel me? The Pimp Holler TV podcast. So go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Subscribe to Pimp Holler TV. That's my podcast. YouTube, Pimp Holler TV. Go to Instagram and Twitter. Follow me at Maal The Pimp. And also, coming soon, I'm working on my website. It's actually about 95% done right now. There's a few more things that need to get touched up. The website is going to be www.maalthepimp.com. That's going to be the one-stop shop for everything dealing with Maal The Pimp. All my interviews, all my albums, all my DVDs, anything I got coming up soon, any little travel dates I'm going to be doing, pictures, footage, all that is going to be on my website, maalthepimp.com. Each time I come out with a new documentary or a new DVD or a new album, you can stream it off my website. All that's coming right there. So maalthepimp.com. Go to YouTube, subscribe to Pimp Holler TV podcast, Instagram, Twitter at Maal The Pimp. You follow what I'm saying? That's what y'all looking forward to with me right there. And I'm doing that there. Yes, sir.
Man, I appreciate you for being on the Deprogram show. We go way back. I'm looking to see what you gonna do. West Side, man.
You know, I got something coming, Roland. I ain't gonna let them bow down. I ain't gonna let them down, bro. Believe that.
I already know. This is the Deprogram show, and we out.